Good morning. It is, what is it? 8:45. Daryl's been successfully dropped off at school. Yeah. I ran out of tea bags, so I didn't get my cup of tea this morning. So I just had straight into my smoothie instead. It's quite nice actually to have something a bit different in the morning. I drink tea because it's a habit. I don't know that I actually enjoy it much anymore. You know? Sometimes I drink something that quenches my thirst a little bit. So today I'm going down the road because I've got a prospective tenant to come to look at that room that I've just finished decorating. So he's going to do that, and then my mother wants to go shopping for fridge freezers. Very interesting. You know, one of these days I'll get an entire day where I don't have a list a mile long of shit to do, and where I'm not needed by somebody else. That would be novel. So tired. So Gary came to look at the room. He wants to take it. Turns out he's got a couple of young kids that he wants them to be able to stay every now and then, which, you know, I wasn't banking on, but Mum says that's fine. Then we went shopping. We couldn't get a fridge and the freezer that we wanted. We want tall, like opening, standing fridges. The freezer we want is out of stock, so we've got to wait for that to come back into stock, and we get money off if we order them both together. And we can't order it now. We've got to wait for it to come back into stock before Curry so we can order it, which is just dumb. My legs are twitchy as fuck and they ache. I'm really, really, really tired. So what my plan for today is that I'm going to put Daryl to bed. I'm going to eat. Well, I'm not going to put him to bed yet because it's still quite early, but he's going to have his dinner in a sec. I'm going to probably put mine on immediately after that. When I finish getting my steps, I might just have a bath and go to bed early. And if I go early enough, if he's still awake, he can come and get in bed with me, and he should fall asleep with me. So we should both actually get a decent long night's sleep, because I'm exhausted and I know he's tired. Tomorrow I need to sit and work on the contract for the room, tenancy agreement rather. I also need to make a start on my bathroom because I've got the filler and I've got the PVA. I just need to make a start, but I'm so tired at the moment. I just can't function. So I might do that tonight, or, you know, do the first lot tonight, and then it'll be dry by morning, and I could get at least 2 more done tomorrow. Mum bought me a rug for my carpet out in the hallway because that's so badly stained because the dog kept peeing by the front door, and it doesn't matter how much you scrub it, it just tends to look worse. So she bought me a rug. It was only 30 quid, which was cool. So that's down. I'm in the process of sort of slowly wiping down all the woodwork. It gets to this time of day and I'm too fucking tired to do anything else. You know, it's what, 4 o'clock, 4:30. I might be awake for another 5 hours yet, and I think of all the things I could do in the next 5 hours, but I don't have the energy for any of them. I literally just want to go to bed. But how do I say that? How do I put that on this stupid automatic GP thing we've got to do online now, an e-consult, without sounding like I'm whining? Good morning. It's 8:40 Thursday. Something like that. As you can probably hear, it's a bit windy. It's cold. Daryl's gone into school without a coat, said he didn't want it, but I'm fat. It's cold. So, not much happening. I went to bed a little bit earlier last night, about 11:30. I slept, you know, pretty much all night, but I still feel exhausted, so I'm going to have to do this I'm going to have to fill in a thing for the doctors. I can't keep on like this, it's ridiculous. I know what they'll say. Yeah, you're overweight, you need to lose weight. Oh, it's menopause. That's it. Everything now, from now on, will be menopause. So I have to go down the road because apparently my mum sorted out the freezer to defrost it. I don't know why, because, you know, in a couple of weeks we're going to be buying brand new freezers anyway. She decided to defrost the freezer, which means she moved everything, and now Alex can't find some of his food, so he's flipping out because she's got no food. Because my mum's moved it, and she swore blind up and down that she hadn't touched it, she hadn't seen it. And then he found some of the food in Carl's freezer last night, so now I'm going to go down there and empty every single fucking freezer to look for 2 bags of diced chicken. So I found the chicken. Well, I found some chicken. This has turned into a family fucking drama over chicken. Diced chicken. My youngest adult son is a security guard and a wrestler, right? He needs quite a high protein based diet and he eats chicken a lot, okay? He buys diced chicken, he adds it into various different foods, and he even takes it to work, you know? And he buys several bags of it, and it's not cheap, but like you said, well, I just don't have time to fart ass around cooking up an entire chicken just to dice it. So he buys it pre-diced. He then adds it into things like rice and pasta and adds sausages, and, you know, makes himself a meal, which he takes to work every night. He's just started another run of 4 nights. He does 4 nights on and 4 nights off. Last night was his first of 4. So he phones me at yesterday and he went, Nan's been sorting out bloody freezer and 2 bags of diced chicken and a bag of chicken fillets has gone missing. Now, my mother doesn't get on with Alex very well. I don't know why. He can be quite obnoxious, but she never makes an effort with him either. She never asks him about his hobbies, never shows any fucking interest in him, and it pisses me off. So I says to him, try looking in the other freezers. Maybe she put them in there. So he says to Kyle, I need to look in your freezer. Kyle's my eldest. I need to look in your freezer. And Kyle was, oh, what, for this chicken? And it turned out Kyle had a bag of the mini fillets. So Alex was like, yes, that's mine. And Kyle went, oh, okay, and gave it to him. No explanation, nothing. So then Alex says to me, he was on the phone to me the whole time. So then he says to me, well, there's still 2 bags of diced chicken missing. So I was like, oh. So he went into my mum, and yes, he was snappy with her. And he said, somebody owes me money for the diced chicken that has gone missing out of my freezer. So she got all shitty and yelled at him. And he was like, well, it doesn't just disappear, does it? And she went, well, obviously it does. This is what my mum's gotten like. So I said to him, please just, you've got enough for tonight and tomorrow. I'll come down and look this morning. So I go down there. I am like beyond exhausted. I am on the edge of tears because I am that tired. So I goes down there, hunts through his freezer. It's not there. I goes, looks in her fridge freezer. It's not there. Opens Carl's freezer. Wait, but I find 2 bags of diced chicken. Now, I just put them back in Alex's freezer, tells my mum that I found them, and I come home. Literally, I've been in the door 30 fucking seconds, and she rings me up and went, that was Kyle's chicken, not Alex's. And I was like, well, you know, I don't know. I just came down and found 2 bags, which, funnily enough, have gone missing from Alex's freezer. Well, no, she said it was my fault that he had the fillets, so she's finally admitted that, because I sorted through, and, you know, they weren't on his side of the freezer. This is a chest freezer, so Alex has piled all his stuff up on one side. Well, stuff slides, mum, you know. And that's what I said to her. She was like, okay, I hold my hands up to that then, because, you know, that was obviously my fault. But the diced chicken is Carl. So I was like, well, I've never known Carl to eat diced chicken. Ever. He eats ready meals. That boy lives on junk food and ready meals. You know? So she was like, well, he had a right go at me yesterday. I was like, no, he didn't. Because I was on the phone to him when he spoke to you. And he asked you, and she's just yelling over me the whole time. And I'm just like, I don't care. And she's like, I can't believe he's making such a fuss about chicken. And I'm like, you've just phoned me to bitch. And I was like, it's his food for when he goes to work. He works a 12-hour fucking shift at the hospital. There's no canteens on there. He still hasn't been paid yet because he gets paid a month in arrears. So he's effectively now worked 7 weeks on money that he's borrowed from me. He's borrowed from his mate so that he can live. And now she's bitching because half of his food has disappeared. I was like, that's his food. He's got a right to be pissed. I said, I don't know why you were sorting the fucking freezer out anyway. We're getting rid of it in 3 weeks. And at that point, I was like, Mum, I've got to go. I am, oh. I ache to my fingertips. I don't feel like I slept at all last night. And I'm having to fucking deal with a childish argument between a 79-year-old woman and a 25-year-old bloke. And it comes down to he said, she said, and I'm like, I was listening. He didn't say that. He did say somebody owes him the money. He didn't say she did. I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, everybody needs to just get on with their lives. I can understand why he wants to move out. I really can. I wouldn't want to live with my mother again. Not for any amount of money. The raw truth of depression. I have nothing to be depressed about. But I am. There are things I should be getting on with, and I just can't. I can't get any, even stuff that doesn't require physical exertion, and I just can't get going because I can't get my head working today. And there's a breakdown in the hallway. I don't know, I don't even know the point of this, to be honest. You know? It's like I could go and talk to my mum, but my mum doesn't get depression. She never has done. She's never had depression. She doesn't believe in mental illness. Everybody else is busy. You know? Everybody else is busy. And I miss Stuart today. I miss Stuart a lot today. These are the days that I really miss him. And I just want a hug. These are the days that it's bad. And now I can't breathe because my nose is bugged up and I've got a headache. nobody to talk to. And I know you're all going to be there going, oh, you can talk to me, but I can't because there's nobody here for me to talk to. My kids all have their own lives. And my mum just doesn't get it. I don't think my mum's grieved the loss of anybody, really. It's just one of those things that happens as far as she's concerned. And in a way, it's horrible when your children grow up and they don't need you anymore. All I've ever been is a mum. You know? And when they get to the point where they don't need you, that's another kind of loss. You know? My daughter's going to have a baby soon. She's been having so many pains. And she wants to phone and talk to me. That's the first time she's needed me in a long time. Because she's got a husband now, you know. Sometimes it feels like the only person that needs me is Daryl. Wants to do it today. Because he needed me. I should probably go out and do something. I should probably, you know, I just can't be bothered. I just don't want to. I want to go to bed. I have a headache. I've had a cry. Wouldn't say I feel better, but I don't feel quite so shit as I did when I recorded that last section. I've worked out a tenancy agreement for the new tenant, although he hasn't sent me an email address, so I don't know if he still really wants the room or not. He seems quite about the whole thing. And like I said, it just seems a bit weird that a guy who claimed to have earned £2,000 last week wants to rent a room for 340 quid a month. Do you know what I mean? Why doesn't he want a flat? He's also got 2 young children. And the fact that he's got 2 young children and earns that much money and he only wants a room is kind of making me a bit about the whole thing. But he came recommended from a friend. So I don't really know what to do about this, you know? I'm not really sure what to... I guess we can just go... You better not fuck the room up after I've just spent like a week decorating it. I'm going to be most pissed off. You know, but I've done the tenancy agreement, so I'm going to send him a message and say, look, you know, if you've got an email address, dude, so I can send this agreement to you. You know, and see where we go from there. I'm going to go hang some laundry out. It's, 10 to 2. I've done no stepping at all. Probably haven't even done 100 steps. Don't know, my Fitbit tracker's in my bra. Hang on. Yeah, wake up tracker. Where's the top of it? Yes. I've done 2,762 steps. And the only reason I've done that many is because I had to walk down the road earlier. So that's a bit shit. So I've got to do a load of stepping. That's going to mean I need about 8,500 steps now. Yeah, I just abandoned laundry and everything today. I did phone my mum up and she said, you look a bit brighter than you did earlier. I said, yeah, I seem to wake up about midday for a couple of hours, but after I've picked Daryl up, I'll slump again, you know. And I said, you know, I've had a little cry. And I said, I just wish I knew what was wrong. And then she shocked me and she went, it's depression, isn't it? And I was like, what? And she said, what, with everything going on? Because I've got a couple of things going on that I haven't told anybody about, because I don't really know how to tell anybody about it, you know, other than my family and people who are connected to what is going on. I haven't, you know, told anybody about that. And it's a huge thing. It's a really, really huge negative thing for our family. And it's been going on it's been going on sort of since September, and it's been really, really awful and hard. And I guess it's just all kind of built up, you know. And then I said to her, but I've got all these things I want to do. You know, I want to do my paintwork because it's shit, and I want to do the bit in the bathroom because it's shit. And she was like, you just have to do one thing a day maybe for now, which quite shocked me that she was so understanding, because she's normally not. I make my mum sound really horrible. She's not. She just doesn't have empathy, really. So, and I need to empty my bin because it smells like really bad, like rotten food type smell. Go outside. It's really nice outside now. Still quite breezy, but it's very bright. Fuck me, that's bright. Very bright. Nice out here. So yeah, I don't know. We'll get there, I suppose. I even put my washing line up and then just didn't hang the washing up because I just felt too there. So I'm going to do that now and put my bin out because it smells. So Derek Chauvin or however you pronounce it has been found guilty. I'm surprised. I am honestly surprised. I thought they were going to close ranks like cops do and that they would get him off on a lesser charge. But apparently he's been found guilty of 2nd and 3rd degree murder and is it 2nd or 3rd degree manslaughter. And they're also doing the colleagues as well next month. I'm so glad for the sake of his family that he was found guilty. I really, really am. I'm not an activist by any stretch. Sorry, I'm just trying to move this so it doesn't look like you're looking up my bloody nose. Hang on, let's get you. There you go. I'm not an activist by any stretch of the imagination. I fully support Black Lives Matter and, you know, women's rights and everything else like that. I thought it was shocking, absolutely awful what happened to that man at the hands of somebody you're supposed to be able to trust. You know, you're supposed to be able to trust the police, and that happened. That man died because of that police officer. Because of those police officers, but mainly because of that one. I really, really hope they continue to use him as an example. And I hope he gets the full whack. I really, really do. I really do. I think it's very, very touching that the president has been in touch with the family and seems to be rooting for them as well, which is quite touching. It's nice of him to do that. He didn't have to do that. I know people are going to go, oh, well, yeah, it scored him points, doesn't it? Yeah, fucking right it has. But so what? At the end of the day, he's done a nice thing for that family who should not be going through what they're going through. That 6-year-old little girl should not be going through losing her father like that. It doesn't matter what kind of man he was. It doesn't matter whether he was on drugs, whether he was drunk, anything like that. He did not deserve to die in that manner. and I am so glad that his killer, his murderer, has been found guilty. And I hope they throw the book at him. I really do. So, I've now got a pounding headache. Taken a couple of paracetamol. Had a hot bath. I'm walking up and down the hallway trying to get my steps in.
Hi.
Here's a Daryl. He's very, very tired. Sleepy boy. So am I. So what I'm thinking is that I'm going to get my vlog and today my boo journal up quite early. And I'm probably going to go to bed. I said that last night and it was like 11:30 before I went to bed. But I think when I'm so tired, I want to try and get to bed like quite early. So I will probably sign off quite early on this. If nothing else happens, I'll just do a goodbye in a little while. Get them both uploaded for bed. And then I can go to sleep. See, I was alright from about 1:30. It's now 5 o'clock. That's it, I'm done. Bushwhacked for the whole day. I don't know. I was diagnosed with EDS years ago. 21 years old. I've suffered pains in my joints for as long as I can remember. And every now and then I find out something new that I didn't know was an EDS symptom. And apparently chronic tiredness is one of them. But then if it is a symptom, why am I only just starting to suffer with it? I know that, like the fact that my joints click, I don't know if you can hear the gun cracks as my knees go, is a symptom. And I only found out, was it a couple of years ago? So I hold my fingers like that quite a lot. And when I'm dealing, and I always thought it's because I've had long nails, because I've had long nails for 20 odd years. But no, apparently that's an EDS thing. I didn't know that. I've never had any support for my EDS. I was literally told, yeah, you got it. Have some painkillers, see you later. And that was it, you know. But I'm wondering, as my body is hitting, you know, I'm going to be 46 in about 6 weeks or so. My dog keeps following me out into the hallway going, wag, 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 and then disappearing. What are you doing? Are you saying hi? Say hi. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be 46 soon. I'm obviously perimenopausal, you know, I've had a couple of missed periods. I'm just wondering if they're all interrelated, if the menopause is triggering other EDS issues. You know, I hope not. I hope this is not like a permanent thing. But I'm gonna, when the doctor gets in touch with me, which I hope will be some point tomorrow, I'm gonna ask if I can please have a blood test, because a few people on Facebook have said, you know, is it your vitamin D? I said, well, you know, I've been taking a supplement for the past almost 3 months, but they're only like 1,000. I don't even know how you pronounce that dosage. 1,000 IU or 25, whatever the fuck that is. And then somebody said, oh, well, she said, yeah, but that's over the counter. She said, that's like a drop in the ocean. She takes like 50,000 IU a day. And I'm like, I don't want to take 50 of those every day. Obviously, I know they would give me a stronger, but it's worth seeing whether my vitamin D is an issue. I know my friend Elle also had the same issue. They thought she had fibromyalgia until they found out her vitamin D was chronically low. So I'm wondering if that could be an issue. I do feel better when I've been outside, but, you know, I did get the washing out and now I'm like, washing needs to come in. I don't have the energy. I haven't done any knitting or crocheting in ages because I don't have the energy. You know, I haven't done any of Pikachu for a while. Poor Daryl's sitting there waiting and I just haven't got the energy. Or the mental energy as well, because I need to count. I have been working on a sock, or a pair of socks, because they're plain and I don't have to think about it. But Pikachu requires me to count and pay attention. I just can't. If I just sat down, I might on Sunday just say, right, that's it. I'm going to sit down and work on Pikachu and get it done. Yeah, he says. I feel really guilty, bless his heart. But yeah, so I'm knackered. So it's like I'm not even walking fast. I am like plod, 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 plod. That's my feet on the lino floor or my wooden floor. I'm literally not even walking fast because I just don't have the energy. It's like part of me is like I would give up the walking if it was the fact I've bet on myself in 2 games and I don't want to lose $80 because I'm a skinflint. That's why I keep betting on myself, because it is encouraging me to at least plod up and down the hallway. And I realise, you know, like my son can be a bit of an asshole, Alex, because he's like, you know, oh, I'm fit and I'm a wrestler, blah, 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 blah. He says to me, you do realise that walking isn't doing you any good. You're not losing any weight. You're not even working your cardio. And I'm like, no, but I am keeping my joints moving, which is something. So, you know, it's something that I'm at least able to keep moving. Sweet and salty popcorn for later. I'm so eating that later. Okay, it is 8:15. I am going to upload all of this and put it all together and put it on the internet. I have sat and thought really hard about whether I should put all of this up on the internet. Mainly because of the crying fit this afternoon. But then I'm kind of like, well, yeah, why not? Some people have no idea what depression is like, how it can suddenly hit you, and how it can even leave you and you can function okay for the rest of the day, like I obviously have done. I'm not going to watch it through again because I don't want to pull myself back down. So, yeah. There you go. I'm going to leave it here for tonight. I'm quite tired and I am planning to go to bed soon. I've done no knitting for a few days. It's just... But, you know, I'm nearly there with my steps, which is a good thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I hope you have a great day. Don't know. I'm not planning on this being a daily thing. I know it has been more or less, except for the one day. When I've got a reasonable amount of footage, I will upload it. Like, actually, I think, is there 2 lots today? I can't even remember. This is what it's like being in my head. My memory is that bad. Let me see. Because they're all sitting here in a little folder. Excuse me. Because I don't think I uploaded one yesterday because I literally filmed like 2 minutes worth. So that's what I've done today. I've sort of strung it together so that you guys get more than just a little bit. Which is probably what I will do. If I have whole weeks where nothing really much happens, then you'll get like a week vlog. Would you prefer that, or would you prefer me to upload on a day when I film, regardless of when it's all of, what was that, 1 minute and 10, so 4:27, literally 5 minutes worth of footage yesterday. Do you want me to upload that, or do you want me to just tack it on to like another day like I have done today? You let me know. Have a great rest of your day, no matter what it is that you are doing. And I will catch you next time. Take it easy, guys. I love you all.